What's going on, guys? Andy here, Cut and Clean Lawn Care, and in today's video, Blake came by this morning. We did some leaves in my yard and we're breaking down the BR800 and kind of comparing it with the BR700. Now I am going to do a quick disclosure on this video. There was something out here giving horrible interference to my mic, so you're going to hear a lot of constant popping and noises. The audio is just trash. I kind of wanted to dump this video and try to do it all over again, but we spent a lot of time doing it. So I do apologize for the audio. I don't know where that interference is coming from, but it sounds atrocious. But let's check it out, guys. For what I can in a lot of the shots, I'm going to throw over music on it, so hopefully it turns out okay. But yeah, guys, let's check it out. Today, we're going to be talking about the BR800C. We've both had this for about a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yep.
We're just going to give you our 2 week of using it, kind of thoughts and opinions, and kind of show you guys these machines hitting some leaves. I'm also going to break out the 700 just because, in all honesty, power output wise, of course, the numbers are similar on CFM, different on miles per hour, but I personally don't notice that difference. So we're going to hit some leaves with it, see what we kind of think, and just give you our opinions between the two, man.
Yeah, I think it's like when you're blowing grass, like when you're just doing weekly lawns, it's kind of like, I'll be honest, I don't really even notice a difference between the 800, 700, and 600 when you're just blowing grass.
It is hard to tell.
Like when you're just doing weekly lawns and you're just like kind of in and out, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
You're not gonna notice. Now leaves is a different story. I think when they're kind of wet right now, you know, they're starting to really fall down. I think you'll be able to tell a difference, but that's just my opinion. I mean, that's my opinion.
Yeah, the only time I noticed that there's one 3-car garage property, longer width driveway, that I could literally stay on one side of it and I was able to hit it. But I mean, you're talking like a pushing grass an extra 3 or 4 feet. Like you're not really going to notice it. So we'll get into this. Let's get into some clips of using this stuff, and we'll come back and start breaking some of this stuff down for you guys.
Boom.
And on the BR800, the 2 main upgraded features that I like between the 700 and this, and I didn't think I was actually going to like it at first just because it's one more thing flopping around, is the hip strap, the little hip belt. I actually kind of do like it. Anytimes I've actually done my yard once before when the leaves were coming, so I had the blower on for about an hour, and it made a huge difference actually having the hip belt on. Made this a lot more comfortable. And obviously another one of the other big features with this is the side start technology. But with the side start technology, I can see possible pros and cons. Obviously pros for me, I do a lot of neighborhoods where a lot of people are outside, a lot of people want to talk to you, get your information, clients want to come out and talk to you. Turning off the blower, starting it back up without taking it off your back is great. But constantly starting it this way, how long is this going to last? Like I was telling you guys before, I've had this for about 2 weeks, so the review isn't like a year long that I know how long all this stuff's going to last. It's just something I'm keeping in my mind that I'm like, it's kind of new. It hasn't been on a lot of blowers. It's kind of like buying a new truck or a brand new mower that just came out. Sometimes you got to work the kinks out of it. So we'll see how long this lasts as far as structure and how long it lasts as far as the blower goes. Because you know how equipment is, after they get older, they become a little more finicky to start. Is it going to become annoying trying to constantly start this by pulling it from your side or not? But we'll figure it out. Let's get into some leaves. And a big plus is with the CFM you get from a lot of these blowers nowadays, they have a ton of CFM for leaves. I can just leisurely walk. I'm not having to put a lot of effort into getting these leaves up off the ground. I can just shoot them, move on to my next section, shoot them. It kind of makes those yard cleanups, I feel, a lot easier. And going more in depth into the side start system, just from what I've learned using it for the last 2 weeks, you don't just want to always just constantly yank it like you would on a normal blower. You'll feel the slack and you'll also feel the tension when it's closer to top dead center. Let it recoil back and then give your pull. Right now I'm feeling the slack towards tight there. I'll let it recoil in and then pull through. If you feel all that slack, it's not going to have that full pull that you want. So feel it right there. I'm feeling my slack. Let it go in, and you should be good to go with a tighter pull and a lot easier to start. So right now we got my 700 out along with the 800. We got all the leaves stacked up nice and neat with a nice straight line. We're gonna stand in front of them, use both blowers, and just see kind of which one pushes farther. Like I said, it's not gonna be a big difference, if even a difference at all, and that's kind of what I'm trying to show you guys in this test. Just because it's the newest, coolest thing, of course people want to get it, but at the same time, is it that big of a difference? Let's find out. So bringing you guys over here just to show you, like I said, it's not gonna be a huge difference. You're talking about maybe an extra foot, if even, on the 800. 800 ends here, 700 back here, just a hair. Maybe a foot in difference. Like, what did you think?
Andy, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm surprised. It's not even a foot. I can't tell.
Maybe like 8 inches.
That is nuts.
Like I said, it's not going to be a big difference, because when you're talking about the difference
now, you can look, it's a little thinner, like my line's a little thinner up here. But
yeah.
Now, I don't know, man. That's
yeah, mine definitely pushed a more solid of a line all the way through. And that's probably where that miles per hour comes in.
Yeah.
But are you going to notice that on a daily basis?
I don't know, man. I mean, even this little simple test, like, it does show that, yeah, it has a little more miles per hour, but like, okay, you can tell from here, like, yeah, there's still leaves in that path, and there's not really in this, but I'm shocked, man.
Because on this right now, I'm just talking about performance.
Yeah.
Obviously, I like the 800 a lot more than the 700, just because to me it's more comfortable. I like the padding better. I like the side start. But as far as all-out performance,
power, yeah, it's
getting
not that
close to the same thing.
It's about the same, man.
So I dropped the 800 over here. I picked up the 700. Blake's gonna put on the 800. We're gonna push some more of these leaves around just to give you guys some footage of what these blowers can kind of do to leaves, the 700, the 800. Like you saw in that last little test, if you want to call it. Like, we're not in a lab or anything, we're just in my yard blowing some leaves around. We'll show you how good these Stihl BR700, BR800s actually do with leaves for the CFM they got. So let's get into it. Now, while we were blowing all these into a pile, we did switch off between the 800 and 700. And I will admit, I do notice a very small difference between the 800 and 700. The 800 does have more power. You do notice it when you're moving around, kind of pushing leaves in big volumes. Like when they got into the bigger piles, I definitely noticed a little more out of the 800 than I did out of the 700. So there you go, guys, just kind of a quick run through on these two blowers. Like I said, we've only had the 800 for like 2 weeks, so we haven't really got to run through it, but I will re-interject what I was saying. What we did on that little test over there, obviously just standing still, you didn't notice. Yeah. But when you're moving around trying to get stuff in an area and having bigger volumes of leaves,
you definitely notice.
The 800 does have more power. You do notice how much easier it is to get that stuff in a pile. So again, I want to thank Stihl, obviously, for sending this equipment out to us a little early, I guess. But yeah, I've enjoyed testing it out. It's a good piece of equipment, especially for these leaves. Overkill for just daily maintenance.
Whatever gets the job done a little bit quicker.
Yeah, I do like to have one
I love
machine.
the side start, dude. I think it's super comfortable. So
yeah,
if it wasn't comfortable, it didn't have side start, I'd be like, yeah, maybe it's overkill. But
because I have gotten the comments, and I'm sure you have too. As far as like overkill goes, I'd rather have too much than too less.
Than too little.
All day. So there you go, guys. BR800, BR700. If you go into the 700, I don't know if there's going to be a price drop or anything because the 800's out. You're not going to go wrong with the 700. You're not going to go wrong with the 600. You're not going to go wrong with the 800.
Like when I was using the 700, I'm like, this is a good blower. Like,
it is.
We're not going to be trashing. Like, it is a solid blower.
Yeah. So if you're in the market for a new blower, it just comes down to features.
Yep.
That's all it really is.
That's it.
So thanks for watching, guys. B&B Lawn Care. Make sure you guys go check it out. I got to get the mowers out and chop all this stuff up. So like, comment, subscribe, guys, and we will see you in the next one.
Check your body, check your body.